Morning. I thought we'd go out and go to the Shakers Village today. They've got a Christmas market going on, and hey, I've never actually been to the Shakers Village, even though I see it all the time when I'm on News Circle, and it's something to do. I have free time now. So yeah, let's go and check this out. First sip of the morning coffee, always love it. I know everything's really dark because it's been raining pretty much, or raining or just been overcast for the past couple of days, so that's been fun. Also, I will be completely honest right now, it is November 16th, but I'm probably going to post this actually for Vlogmas since I'm going to be moving, and I'll probably have talked about that already. Yeah, so I am done. I finished. I've gotten my PhD. Okay, so initially I was thinking I'm gonna just post this at some random point during Vlogmas, but no, this will be day one of Vlogmas, I think. Yeah, it's a good day to start it off because we're still gonna go to a Christmas market, like I mentioned. But it is November 16th. I want to get a good chunk of stuff kind of ready to go beforehand since I am gonna be moving. I finished my PhD. I am now Dr. Opie, and that's just so exciting. I cannot believe that I am Dr. Opie in materials engineering. There's still a lot I gotta fix up. I've got a lot of typos in my work because I was rushing towards the end, but it feels weird. It feels weird to be done. And so yeah, I've got to move out and do all that jazz. So I kind of want to have a good backlog beforehand, so things are ready to go, especially as I'm like cleaning and traveling, because that's also going to be a thing that I've got to figure out. So fun times. I've not left the couch really, except to refill my coffee. It's almost like 10 a.m. I really need to get changed, and maybe I'll even put on makeup. I have not worn makeup since, God, August, I think, when I was up at Indianapolis for the Children's Museum event. Here's a photo of me and Mia there. It was really fun. And a lot of people in cosplay, which was kind of cute too. So yeah, it's been a good day, honestly, because I just need quiet. My life has been so stressful and I've just been catching up on sleep. And then I have to get back to the real world on Monday, but like, I can enjoy for right now. Okay, so I'm finally changed. I put even on a little bit of makeup, which is nice. I also really do like my outfit today. It's just, ignore the fact that this mirror is so dirty. Just turtleneck, sweater, and skinny jeans, but it feels kind of cute. I've not been feeling cute for a couple of weeks because of my dissertation, but now I don't have to worry about that as much. So I'm getting ready to go. Didn't realize that there was a football game today and it's in like 2 hours. Whoops. But that means that I'm gonna have to spend a good chunk of the day out, honestly, but that'll be fun. It'll be something for us to show and talk about, so let's get going. Okay, so I'm about to go get coffee, and this place does not have a great parking lot, and as I'm about to pull into a spot because somebody just left, this other person who was not even going the right way because like they don't have it marked, but they had angled like parking spots. She's coming from the opposite direction and just fully like signals for it, and I'm like, I was so annoyed. So I've had to park kind of on this like street with a bunch of other people, but I was just like, lady, read the room. But that's Kentucky for you. At the cafe, I ended up getting just a latte, I think with toffee nut in it, and then their grilled cheese that had bacon and onions in it, and it was delicious, and you can see that cheese pull. I'd also gotten a Brussels sprout salad, but I had wished that it had been roasted, but they were just like raw. Some very cute horses over there. So that lunch was delicious. As y'all saw, I got a really good cheese pull, and I just felt a little awkward recording in there, but this is kind of what the inside looks like. This is just from their Google site. So yeah, off to the Shakers Village now. Well, I made it to the Shakers Village. The drive was kind of interesting, and I probably annoyed the people behind me because I took the turns slow because we were like in the hilly part of central Kentucky, and everything was pretty much on this like side of a hill that had a good decent ravine next to it. So yeah, that was
not so fun. So a road that was supposed to be like 55 miles, granted most of those turns, especially like they literally made a sign that said like for the next mile and a half there's a lot of twists and turns. I was going slow, but yeah, that was fun. But let's go check out this place. It seems really busy and really poppin', so I'm kind of curious. I've never been here before, even though I've lived 20-30 minutes away from it the entire time. And like I've heard about Shakers, we had to learn about them in school, but you'd never actually been here. Also, maybe because I'm here with at the Shakers Village, I can find some good furniture because I know they're theoretically known for like Shakers furniture.
The property is super large, so I ended up just kind of wandering around the facilities, not really looking at tours or anything else.
This is sweet to see, especially like because we're getting close to when my grandfather passed, the 1-year anniversary. So yeah, thinking of it as a transition. It's also really pretty outside right now. Ooh, more furniture. I kind of do like a lot of these designs. And still, it's so funny that they had denied thy temptation. So that's all really fun. Oh, this is really cheap and I like it.
I had not realized that Shakers were known for having inns, and turns out there is still a Shakers Inn in Maine, and this place had hotel rooms for people to stay at. Loving the fact that they were honestly more on that socialist commune, which was actually pretty common for like early Christians, so they are going back to Acts.
This is cool to be actually on the roof or in the attic area. You can feel where some of it has been reinforced. This is cool. Oh, this artwork's really pretty. This is always a good reminder and great when it's stressful. So this is the Deacon House, I believe. Very interesting. Okay, so I didn't actually record any of the actual Christmas market, but there wasn't really anything that stood out to me. I more preferred just kind of walking around the Shakers Village. It felt kind of very calming. I mean, this is a religious site. There are only 2 Shakers left, so it's not super religious, but this once was a place of like active religious life, and yeah, it was very nice to kind of walk around, see these different aspects of Shaker life that like I've heard about them because they are a religious group that was not super prominent in the United States, but everybody knows about it. So yeah, I thought it was a cool trip, and now I'm about to drive back to my apartment, and yeah, didn't actually end up buying anything here. So I'm still not back at my apartment, so I decided to get reservations at a speakeasy in town, and that's at like 5:45 and it's 4:30, so it didn't make sense for me to go back to my apartment and deal with everybody leaving the game. So I'm just going to go to World Market. I had stopped over at Kroger's and picked up stuff before I'd been like, oh yeah, probably shouldn't go home. So I'm just crossing my fingers that the cheesecake does not go bad and it still stays like relatively cold. I by coincidence still have my like cooler bag in here, so that should be fine. But yeah, let's just go wander World Market again. It's all the same stuff, but I like looking at it. God, I know it's so dark, but I'm finally back home. I went to the restaurant, as y'all saw, or really the speakeasy. It's called the Constitution, and it was really good. I got 2 drinks. One was called the Jane Eyre, which was a variation on a French 75. It was very frothy and lovely. And then the other I got was just a traditional Sazerac. Or Sazerac, but I don't know if I use Sazerac right. And the only reason I'm specifying that is because I was sitting kind of next to this couple at the bar, And the woman was actually, like, she worked for Sazerac, which is the company that owns Buffalo Trace, Pappy, Weller, all that jazz. And she was going on this whole thing, and it was very interesting to listen to, from especially the distribution side. She was talking about how apparently Buffalo Trace has been in a lawsuit, or the Sazerac company, because they're the like main company, has been in a lawsuit with one of their old distributors for like a couple of years now, because they didn't pay for like 2 months, and it's up to like $400 million that they owe, which is absolutely crazy. But yeah, it was good, and I just enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a good treat for myself, and then now I've just got to go back and make food, or actually I was going to order food, so yeah. I just ordered dinner, or I just got my dinner, which is like there's like 2 or 3 stores, or 3 stores here in Lexington, and this time I decided to try one of their what's its face, enchiladas, and this one has carnitas in it, and it's got a cheese sauce on it, as well as just like the normal refried beans and Mexican rice. Okay, so I definitely need to go to bed, and yeah, I know everything kind of looks weird as I'm figuring out what angle to record at, but yeah, it's almost 11 o'clock. I'm gonna wash my face and set up my coffee maker, so that it's one less thing I have to think about in the morning. God, yeah. No, I just was recently reminded of the USNA, the United States Naval Academy Men's Glee Club. So when I was like a teenager, like, I was obsessed with them. I also mentally, because my older sibling went to the Naval Academy, I imagine all the Naval Academy's like midshipmen as older than me. No, they're younger than me now. There may be a few. No, I think they have to be my age when they commission. They have to be my age or younger when they commission. So yeah, there's nobody like, yeah, it's highly inappropriate. But that's just mentally where my brain goes, is like, oh yeah, Naval Academy, they're older than me. I'm like, no, they're not anymore. They haven't been for a long time. But it's just like, yeah, I was looking it up, and I'm like, God, that was a time. That was such a time. And then trying to listen to some of their stuff again, and mostly the stuff from when I was a little bit younger, so again, it feels better if I'm like, oh yeah, this dude was like super cute or whatever, because they're now, God, probably 35, and I don't even know their name or anything like that, but it just makes me feel all silly. I've also been trying to figure out Christmas gifts. It was really easy to figure out a gift for my nibbling, because kids stuff is so easy to do, especially because I've decided with that nibbling, all of the things that they are getting are dinosaur themed until they tell me otherwise. And I've gotten at least a portion of my middle siblings' stuff figured out, so I can mail it to them before they go on deployment, actually. Or no, it'll be after they go on deployment, but still, like, they'll have stuff for Christmas. I'm probably going to add some other things because I still need to give them their birthday present. The others are going to be hard, and I know I'm going to take over at least my parents for myself and the sibling that's going to go on deployment. So, yep. God. It's going to be an interesting time. So that was my first day back vlogging in quite some time. I hope y'all at least mildly enjoyed this. We'll have a lot more Vlogmas stuff, and I'm going to just generally try to make more videos, so maybe there'll be videos before this one, who knows, but this was my first little Christmas one, even though I didn't actually even show the Christmas market, but that's because there was way too many people and I felt uncomfortable recording these small businesses, so yeah, whoops. Now you can definitely tell I've been out of it because I forgot to say thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!